This is the Russian Dynamite, Masha Slamovich.
Becca here.
This is not America's Sweetheart, Davian.
It's Billy Starks. And
the super fly guy, Trayvon Jordan.
This is the fly side flyer, Jalen Brandon.
Hardcore Princess, Jules Malone.
Hi there, this is the Bubblegum Princess, Alexia Nicole.
This is the Brazilian Wonder Woman, Christy Jane.
This is the baddest black belt, Chennai Kai.
This is Kid Bandit.
The smash hit Joel Bateman.
This is Robin Renegade.
Cody Hawk.
Brutal Bob Evans. And you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment, one of my favorite podcasts in the whole wide world.
Hello everyone, this is the Relentless Wolf Ragab, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment.
Hello, and welcome to the show. It's Wrestling with Entertainment, the only audio experience on the web today. The trusted choice for interviewing all your favorite wrestlers every Tuesday and Wednesday on YouTube and Castbox, sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. I am, of course, your host, James J., and it's a great day for wrestling, because we are wrestling with the Relentless Wolf, Ragab.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm really good. Thank you for having me here tonight.
Absolutely.
It's really an honor.
I mean, the honor is all mine. Can you tell us where we can find you next, event-wise?
Event-wise, actually, we were supposed to have a show, Valentine's show, February 15th in Dubai, WrestleFest DXP. But for some production, we need to improve our production, so we postponed it. Maybe it will take place in like March, mid-March, something like this. That's it for me in February.
So basically, they're blaming Kuya for that.
No, it's not Kuya. Like, Kuya is a good guy. He's doing his best. He's a good friend. I'm blaming Ramsey for that.
Ah, okay. Well, we'll get into Ramsey in a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where can we find you on social media and your merchandise?
For social media, I'm currently more active on Instagram. You can find me on Ragab, REALARAGAB. That's I'm mostly like active on Instagram these days, and that's it. I think so.
Okay.
Facebook, I think I shut it down a long time ago.
Okay, and you don't even have to look for it. All the links to his social media will be in the description of the video below, but on YouTube and Castbox.
Thank you for that.
Absolutely. Let's get into it. You work for WrestleFest DXP. Can you tell us about your relationship with the company?
WrestleFest DXP, yeah, like first I didn't start training at WrestleFest. I started training in Egypt, so with Ricardo Rodriguez, ex WWE. Everyone aware of him, I think so. That was like 2019, something like this, but unfortunately things didn't work out for us in Egypt, so I had to shift to somewhere else, so I shifted to Dubai. I met the guys over there, I will say that, they will kill me for this, but I struggled first to meet them or to contact them. They didn't have much social media, they didn't take care much of social media back when I contacted them. I texted a guy who referred me to a guy who referred me to a guy until I got to Sam.
Okay.
But now they are taking good care of social media. So I contacted Sam. I'm coming to UAE, United Arab Emirates. Where are you located? How can I join and all of this? So that's it. I contacted them. Then I was there for one show, for one of their shows. the way I saw them speak, the way I saw the preparations they make for every show, like that was it. That was the place I want to be in. I'm joining these guys. So next thing I remember, I'm just in their class. The first time, the first opportunity I get to be in the class, I'm there. And ever since, like, and like backstage, everyone is like, like they're hospitable. I don't know if this is like a good word or something. Like the hospitality is good. Everyone is trying to help each other, and man, like that's like a good backstage that someone can work in. And they have a future plans, like a proper promotion, if there is like a word for that.
No, I completely
So
understand. Having spoken to a lot of the guys, and girls from WrestleFest, it definitely seems like they are all in it together. It's definitely a family, so to speak.
yeah, basically a family, like no matter where you came from, like in one class you will find at least 6 or 7 nationalities, and we're all there for wrestling for the same passion. Like we had a class yesterday. It's me in Egypt, from Egypt, guys from UAE, guys from Lebanon, Iran, Ali Reza, you had him before,
Hmm.
Roxy, like Ramsey, everyone was there, like nationalities, but no matter where you came from, we are here for wrestling. We are here for one reason. That's our passion and dream. We have to follow that. So that's the good thing about WrestleFest. No matter where you came from, it's just here we are just taking care of wrestling.
And I believe your first event for WrestleFest Fest was in November. What was that experience like, competing for them for the very first time?
November, the squash match. Uh, yeah, like we had this Lucha Fest. It was amazing show. We had luchadors from Mexico. The ambassador in UAE was there. The Mexican fans, man, like Mexican fans made like everything amazing. And I wasn't supposed to be at that show. And like we had this big guy, Raka. He's Indian guy, so I found out like Shaheen is saying you are debuting today against Raka. Oh man, like really? Am I doing this? Yeah, you have like 3 minutes with him. Make him look giant. He's already a giant. Okay, make him look like this. So I went outside once the announcer stayed from Egypt. Man, like the guys started like cheering, and okay, if I'm getting squashed, at least let this look good. So I did a crossbody over the top rope, and man, like that was the first time this Raka's being taken down. I took him down with a crossbody over the top rope. The fans went crazy. So after the show, some fans came to me and, are you really from Egypt? Yes. Oh man, how? You're not Egyptian. You don't look Egyptian. No, I look Egyptian. Look at my gear. It's Egyptian. So yeah, that was crazy. That was November. And ever since, actually, I'm grateful that I was on each and every WrestleFest show after that. So that's a progress. I would consider this. I'm grateful for that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But kind of going back to Egypt, there was a company there. I'm just curious, is pro wrestling in Egypt a thing? Like, Is it? Do they know what pro wrestling is? What can you tell me about, well, tell us about pro wrestling in Egypt?
That's a tough question. I would like to start with that none of the current wrestlers, actually, as I know, there is only 3 active professional wrestlers from Egypt currently. But none of us can say that they are the first Egyptian pro wrestler, because back in the days, we had someone who wrestled in Europe. When he retired, he came back to Egypt and started making a program, TV program. He will get matches, and he will do the commentary on it in a way that will make people interact with wrestling. And everyone was waiting this. Everyone, countrywide, everyone was waiting this. Everyone will know that man. Then we had this DVDs and then the TV. So basically, you can say wrestling is the second popular sport in Egypt. Everyone know, if you said John Cena or Randy Orton, Edge, CM Punk, even if someone is not a fan, he knows them.
Really?
Yeah, my grandfather was a fan of Hulk Hogan. So, because back in the days it was Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan. So they were airing this in our national TV, and they would watch and they would cheer for Hulk Hogan. Okay. Then it came Ultimate Warrior and all of this. So the whole family would gather and watch wrestling. It's called Wrestling Day. They were it's same actually in Egypt. When a family is connected to some sport or something like this, they would all gather. So, and back in these days, we had only 2 sports that's most popular: the football, okay, and this is the most popular thing, and the second will be pro wrestling. So basically, all family would gather for Mondays or whatever the day it will be airing on the TV, and they will cheer. And this bets, this guy will win, this guy will win, because everyone thought oh man, they are killing each other. No, have you seen what Ultimate Warrior did? Have you seen what Bret Hart did? So that's back in the days. Now, with internet going and everything going, I think it's easier now for everyone to access pro wrestling. And there is a lot of fans also, Egyptian fans, and they are too harsh. I receive comments on some of my matches, and I receive text messages and all of this, and these fans, I don't want to disappoint any of them. They are expecting a lot from me. So I hope I get to somewhere.
Well, unfortunately, fans that critique wrestling is nothing new. You should come to America sometime.
Yeah, for sure. But when it comes to Egyptians, they take it too real. It's not critic with you're doing a sport. No, if you lost a match, why did you lose that match? You should have kicked him. You should have hit him in the face. So yes.
What's kind of the difference between wrestling in Egypt compared to wrestling in Dubai, crowd-wise, fans-wise?
Fans-wise, I think we didn't have fans in Egypt, much fans. Maximum it was training matches or some matches with our friends. around us. But I think DXP fans are more wild. Like, they are real wrestling fans, you know. They would come, they will bring signs, they will like boo and cheer, and like I remember that Lucha Fest match. I remember that girl. I remember you, girl, little girl. She was in the first row. Have you seen our WrestleFest entrance?
Yes.
Yeah, so we go through this curtain and we like there is small steps, 2 steps or 1 step, I don't remember. So there was a little girl on that step. So when I did this shaking the fans, I missed her. She was the first one, so I missed her. And when I lost, when I'm going out, she tried to trip me. So, yeah, like people in Egypt will not do this, but these fans in DXB, like, man, they are wild, really wild. I think if we have a show with Egyptian fans, I don't know if they go wild or not, but I don't think they have this, mentality yet of being wild on shows, that we are going to be wild. In football, they are there. They have this fans and all of this. But to have something like this in Egypt, you need to train these fans to do this also, because it will be something new to them. Same, if you remember the first show in Saudi for WWE, I think the fans didn't cheer much. Everyone, I think, went wild these days. Like, they didn't cheer much. And I know, like, one of my friends was there, and he said the fans weren't like that cheering. But now you see WWE, when they go to like Saudi, everyone's cheering. That comes with more shows. That comes with like, you train your fans to cheer or boo or like interact with wrestlers. So yeah, Egypt can be like this wild, but with like in the future. But for now, DXP is like wild, really wild. Whenever I go out, I'm afraid to go for these fans, and like I fear like if I did something wrong, and I don't want to make enemies with these guys.
As long as you're good to Kuya, they will forgive you.
Yeah, Kuya's like the second popular guy over there.
Yeah.
With his Jollibees and Chicken Joys, and he never gave me that Jollibee.
Hey,
I asked him, but he never gave to me.
Hey, Kuya, give the man his Jollibee.
Yeah, please, Kuya, I need to like get some strength.
No, it is. I do find it interesting that being trained in Egypt, but it's by obviously well-known Mexican wrestler Ricardo Rodriguez. So you're trained primarily in a more lucha style than a traditional sense. Would I be correct in that?
Not really. Like, he was working on the basics. Okay, so you know the basics: how to look up, how to do a wrist lock, hold, and do this, do that, how to be safe in the ring, the ring psychology. And then he will like he was like 24/7 working on this. Even if we are not training, I would like check I like hear some notification, a message, and after midnight, and it's him sending me some video. Tomorrow you will do this. Okay, you will do this with that guy. So he basically trained everyone with his abilities. if someone is good to go as a lucha style, he will train him as lucha style. If someone needs to be technical, he will train him on technical moves. Like, he's not like limited to that a lucha style only. He tried to get the best out of everyone. Like, he taught me how to base someone because he needed that guy to be good in lucha. He taught me few like technical stuff. So, because that was my ability, because I was injured before that. So, he know everyone and what his potential is, and he like go with it. He's not limited to this. And that's something good. Like, if you have only one style in the full school, everyone will be doing that style, and I don't think the fans would love it. The fans would love to see varieties. Like, they would love to see someone powerhouse, someone lucha, someone technical, and that's like. So he was working on that. So yeah, it's not only the lucha style.
Okay, I gotcha. Have you ever considered taking a trip to America to Three Legacies, Ricardo's promotion?
And actually, I have the credit to say that I was one of the first people to know that the Three Legacies is coming out. He texted me for that. Because once he left Egypt, he started preparing the papers and all of this. And he told me, he's the one who told me, bring up your passport, make it ready. You never know when the chance will come out. So I prepared my passport and all of this. But to go to the US from Egypt, it's a lot of paperwork, even for a visit. So hopefully in the future. And yeah, that's one of my plans actually. One day I will be at this Three Legacies. Like, I want to have a match with my coach in his school to show that Egyptian wrestlers are like still can deliver in the bigger stages. Because this Three Legacies will be somewhere. Like, will go like be something in the future.
Hell yeah. Now, kind of starting out in, Egypt, you did kind of start out in the pandemic era, where there wasn't necessarily a lot of fans to be, in the crowd. You primarily did, closed set shows. How did you kind of feel about doing that? Did it maybe help you, or did you feel that it maybe hindered your growth as a wrestler?
I'm sorry, I didn't get the question.
How did you feel about doing shows with no crowds during the pandemic? Did you feel like it helped you as a pro wrestler, or do you feel like it took away from you as a pro wrestler?
Actually, we never had a show in Egypt. All we had was like training matches, or we get our friends and families and all of this. But for actual show, we never had this. But for training, we were training in this pandemic era, yes. And after this, I tried to create something between us. Like, there was a title, and I started creating. The guys were like getting disappointed for not having shows and all of this. So
I believe that was
okay,
the
guys.
Academy Championship, no?
Yeah, like we started that thing. Like, I wanted to cheer the guys up. I was the guy in charge. Ricardo assigned me for that. So I wanted to cheer them up. Okay, guys, let's do training matches. We'll have this academy title, and let's produce some matches and do it. Bring our friends if anyone wants to come. And we were in some club, So sometimes people will like hear us cheering or something like this, so they will come up also. So that was it. I won that title. I lost it. Someone won it. Someone lost it. I was just trying to create a story to cheer people up, to bring more fans, to bring more people to train. But for a show-wise, I don't think no, we didn't. We never had a show except for one segment when we had Chris Masters and Carlito over there.
Okay.
That was 2020, I think so.
Okay, I'm blanking on names now.
Ah,
Your coach, he put you in charge of everybody. What did that kind of mean to you, to have Ricardo give you that trust from him?
man, I was happy, like, he assigning me to the guys while he's away. Like, it's an honor. Like, a guy like him, he's just like, as Roman Reigns would say, acknowledging me to lead that, because we were saying, always we said when we spoke, when we posted, we are building an empire here. So him assigning me to that, it was a great honor, and it was also like a heavy duty for me, because you take care of everyone. Whatever he's doing, you have to do it. You have to take care of, like, if you are training 20 or 25 people, you have to take care of everyone, make sure no one get hurt, get injured, no one is doing something wrong, everyone is safe in the ring, everyone is moving forward with their abilities and their movesets and everything. So I tried my best, and whenever I needed his help, until today, he just there. Like, I just text him, and whenever he gets a chance, he come back to me. Like, he's like my mentor in this. I consider him a big brother. So yeah, it was an honor, to be honest.
Alright. Well, let's talk about your last match in WrestleFest, and that was against one Thomas Ramsey. Obviously, a big name in the company, a well-respected name. What was that experience like?
Ramsey. I hate that guy. Actually, like, it began in December. We had a gauntlet match in our agenda show. We had a show in Arena in Dubai called The Agenda. That was our biggest show, the 30th show. So in that, I had a gauntlet match, five-way gauntlet. Me starting with someone, and eventually it's two guys come in the middle. Then I eliminate Ramsey, and then I lost to the guy I started with. I was the only face in that match. So me eliminating Ramsey is the one who started that. So basically, I got the first win on a former champ. So they booked us again in the first WrestleFest for 2025 in that match, and like, I kicked him in the face also before the match, so I caused him a black eye, and eventually, yeah, he won. But the thing about going with a guy like Ramsey, he's a former champ in DXP. Everyone know him, and he's like a jiu-jitsu coach. So if he wants to hurt you, he will hurt you. like he might put me in one hold and keep it for like 5 minutes, and I will never be able to get out. I know that. And you have to wrestle him for like 10 minutes, I think so. That's how long our match went. And in front of the fans, the Warehouse 4 fans, that was the first time, the first long match I have in Warehouse 4. And his students are in the crowd also. So they would cheer for him. He's the heel. He's like beating me up and they are cheering for him. So I need to like, how will I get out of this? They cheered for me once or twice, his students. And I think it went well. Like Ramsey is like one of the safest guys here to work with in DXP. So yeah, it went well. And I tapped out for the first time in my career. So that's not over yet.
I was gonna say it's kind of it doesn't seem like it's over between the two of you.
No, the match actually was on one of our 4 medallions. We have something here like a medallion.
Yeah.
They were supposed to have one winner for this February 15th show, and the one winner will challenge for the titles in the future. But maybe they postponed it. So he's now have the medallion. Who know, like he have a gauntlet match coming up, so no one know who will show up.
And,
So that's like a warning.
Like I said, Ramsey, former champion, obviously established there. Third match in, what does it kind of mean to you that the, higher ups of WrestleFest, trusted you, with one of their biggest stars?
Like it means a lot. Like I was saying before, I'm grateful for this. Like ever since I debuted, I've been on every show, like Academy shows or DXP shows. So this means a lot to me. Like these guys trusting me to be in the show in front of their fans. Okay, because they are the one actually who like started this. So, and against one like Ramsey in a big show like Trent 7 was there also. So this means a lot. I'm grateful for that. I'd like to thank Shaheen and Sam for trusting me for this. Thank you guys.
And shout out to them if they're listening.
Hopefully they listen.
Hopefully. I know Kuya
Yeah.
and Ramsey at least listen.
I will tell Ramsey to listen so he know I warned him.
And he's probably like, I know, buddy. I know. I think that's a good segue into your bizarre adventure. You're a pro wrestler that goes up and down the roads, and weird, crazy, and bizarre things are bound to happen. Can you tell us a pro wrestling story that fits that description?
Yeah, what you mean by bizarre?
Something crazy, weird, unusual that's happened to you in the world of pro wrestling?
Like road trips. I didn't have much road trips, but I got one.
Okay.
Yeah, back in Egypt, that academy title. Okay. I had him in my bag once, and normally we would take the metro to go back to my house. So in metros we have this metal detectors. since after like 2011 or something like this. So I had the title in the bag, and in the metal detector it's showing something weird. They don't know it. Like, if you are having something, they know it, it's okay. But a wrestling title, no one have it. So they stopped me. What you have in the bag? I opened the bag. Next thing I remember, I'm in a room, okay, and like 5 officers around me, searching me for this, because they thought it's something dangerous. You know, it's a wrestling belt, but they never seen one. And it shows like it's a metal. You know how wrestling belts are.
Yes.
And so, what are you doing? There is no wrestling in Egypt. Like, they are officers, they don't know this. So, fortunately, I had some of my videos on my phone. So, I showed them the video when I held the title. I had a match against some guy and I finish him and I win the title. So, I showed them that video. Like, this was after 30 minutes of like searching and like calling everyone and this and that, and eventually like they asked me one question: why do you still in Egypt? Like, you should go like wrestle like in US or Canada or something like this. I told them, okay, I'll just finish my military service and go. Okay, good luck. And they wanted to take pictures with me, but it's forbidden. So yeah, that was like the craziest thing ever happened to me in the world of wrestling. I was like scared that day, like. So yeah, that's it.
I mean, that's a pretty cool story. You got
thank
over
you.
with the police.
Yeah, it wasn't that cool that day.
I think we should segue into the colossal question. Let's say they're making a movie about you. Every movie has a soundtrack. What would be the first 3 songs on your movie soundtrack?
Soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
A movie about me. Oh man, that's something big. Hopefully it happen one day. Well, I would say the first 3 things come to my mind. It's nothing like my favorites or something like this. So I would go with Unbreakable, my theme song by Citizen Soldiers. Next thing will be maybe Thunder by Imagine Dragons.
Okay.
The third, I don't know, might be the ending when I die. This song from Arcane, the goodbye song. I think it's time to say goodbye. That one. I don't know the name of it. So yeah, that's when I die. So I guess that will be like a good answers. So
Hell yeah. And definitely a solid 3
yeah.
picks, to say the least.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that we have the soundtrack down, everybody knows you get the soundtrack first, then you write the script, and then you go the casting. Who plays you? And you can't say yourself because you were obligated to make a Stan Lee-esque cameo.
That's difficult. Me? It can be anyone or
Anybody you like, alive, dead, young, old, CGI's a thing, we could make it happen.
Maybe we'll go with someone Egyptian in Hollywood. Maybe this Aladdin guy, I think Mina Masood, I think so. He is Egyptian, I think half Egyptian or something like this. Or Rami Malek. Yeah, Rami would be a good pick, I think so. He's Egyptian also, so
Okay.
yeah, if they can be fit enough to do the role, take bumps.
Okay. Now that we have you casted, every movie has a supporting cast. Who would be 3 people with meaning to you and your story that would be in your movie, and who would play them?
3 people. Ricardo for sure is the first one.
Okay.
He's my mentor. I would go with wrestling guys, like, since it will be about wrestling. So I'll get Sexy Sam and Shaheen, like, because they helped me to debut in their promotion. Like, they're trusting me to be on the shows. I debuted in their show, and I'm having a career here. So, yeah, they have been helping also. So, I train with them now. So, yeah, I will pick these 2 also. So that's the 3 guys. I need to pick who plays them, right?
Yes.
I don't know. For Ricardo, maybe some guy. Yeah, Pedro Pascal, the guy from The Last of Us.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like for Sam and Shaheen, maybe. Oh yeah, maybe The Rock and Kevin Hart, since like the movie's not going out. Because they are like them, like they are working hard and they are like joking also. So yeah, like The Rock and Kevin Hart. Sorry guys.
Alright. This is sounding like a great movie. A blockbuster to say the least. And you could pre-order the tickets now.
Yeah, for sure. I just need to finish the script.
Now onto a controversial subject. Pineapple on pizza. What's your stance?
Never. That's my answer. Never.
Okay, so you're very anti-pineapple on pizza.
Yeah, pizza is a pizza. No ketchup, no pineapple. Like, it's made to be a pizza, not other additions.
So, traditional pizza only.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best.
Okay. What's your spirit Pokemon?
Pokemon?
Yes. What's your spirit Pokemon?
No. Back in the days, I didn't watch these stuff actually. I would rather watch wrestling than watch cartoons. I don't know. Like, is there any Pokemon like for a wolf or something like this?
The only one that's coming to mind is Houndoom, which is a hound Pokemon, not necessarily a wolf. I'm sure somebody listening is screaming at me right now. But
I don't know, like, to be honest, I don't know them actually. The only guy I know is this yellow one.
Pikachu.
Yeah, that one, but just from like advertisement and all of this. So I'm sorry for the Pokemon fans, but if you know someone like some of them who's like a wolf, that will be me.
Okay. Weirdest question you'll be asked on a wrestling interview, hopefully. Would you ever
Okay.
consider wrestling a Rock, not Dwayne Johnson, an actual Rock?
A rock?
Yes.
Will that be entertaining to the fans? Because I don't know, like a rock can hit me hard. No, I never considered this, to be honest. I never even thought about it. That's a good question. I never thought about this. The farthest thing that I went is wrestling this Japanese doll. I forgot the name also. Like,
Yes, I know which one you're talking about.
yeah, like that's the farthest thing. I think someone wrestled a ghost before, and Kenny wrestled a little girl,
Yes.
but I never thought about a rock, to be honest. Maybe the Rock himself, but not a rock. No, that's a tough question.
So now that it's, in your mind, would you
Yeah,
would you do it
you
or
planted
would
it
you
now.
not?
If the fans would like to see it, yes, I will do it definitely.
Okay.
And let's just like bring someone to produce that match, because I cannot produce it.
Well, just for context, there is a wrestler named Psycho Mike that indeed wrestled a Rock for over 15 minutes in a Tungsten Man match. That's an Iron Man match that lasts for 2 weeks.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh man, I would love to see. Where can I find this?
I can send it to you.
Yeah, please, yes, please. I would love to watch that match.
I won't spoil
At
it.
least,
Oh.
yeah, at least I can like watch, like think of something outside of the box also.
Yes.
Maybe I wrestle a cardboard or something like this.
And that is what that's what they're doing in Canada, wrestling-wise. On a more serious note, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years. Oh man. That's a long period of time, but I know where I want to see myself by the end of this year, but 5 years, I maybe like my name might grow bigger. I want my name to grow bigger and do some tours, maybe US, Canada, maybe move actually to the US or Canada or somewhere else where I can be a full-time wrestler. That's my final destination. I want to be a full-time pro wrestler. So I think like I will be spending these 5 years trying to be there, like trying to be a full-time or make my name grow bigger as the first Egyptian wrestler to actually wrestle in Egypt. So so yeah, I will try to make it happen actually. So yeah.
Right. And I believe we could watch your matches on YouTube, correct?
Yeah, when they upload it, you will find it on the WrestleFest YouTube channel. That's it, I think so. They're supposed to upload the shows and all of this over there.
And I forget. Does WrestleFest have a platform where they put their content out, or is it just YouTube?
We have this Instagram at WrestleFestDXB.
Okay.
No spaces. That's it. I think so.
Okay.
Actually, they are more also active on Instagram, and for the school they have this Wrestling ME. So that's all the platforms. But for the shows, for now, it's only YouTube here.
Okay. And is there any match you'd like people to go out of their way to see that best shows off what you are all about as a pro wrestler?
For now, the only match I have is the squash match before my debut. So yeah, if the agenda shows out, I would love people to see this because I got good comments for after the show about the full like entrance and the presentation on my gear and all of this. So I would love people to say this because I started the match, I ended the match, and if that match with Ramsey also is out, I think we did pretty good job.
Absolutely.
But for now, yeah, thank you. For now, there's no shows with my matches, but I hope in the future they upload all of this. So keep tuned for the WrestleFest YouTube channel.
And if those matches are on YouTube by the time this airs, I will grab the link to those matches and I will put them in the description of the video below, both on YouTube and Castbox, for anybody that hasn't seen it, wants to see it, wants to re-see it after this interview.
Thank you. I would really appreciate that. Thank you.
Absolutely. And since we are nearing the conclusion of this interview, we are wrestling with the 8 questions
Entertainment.
This is our speed
Okay.
round, our bonus round, the round where we see who you really are. Are you ready?
I hope so.
Excluding yourself, greatest wrestler of all time.
Excluding myself. Okay. It has to be one guy?
I mean, you could say multiple if you'd like.
I would go with the guys who brought me to pro wrestling. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Eddie Guerrero, and Chris Jericho. They are the 4 guys who inspired me as a kid, so I would forever consider them the GOAT in this.
Worst wrestler.
Excluding me?
Yes, excluding you.
I can't say Ramsey because he's like a good guy, but I would say Raka, the guy who squashed me. So yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Your main eventing WrestleMania for the World Championship. Who is your opponent?
Man. Main eventing, like. I would love to go with Shawn Michaels, but it cannot happen, so.
I mean, anything's possible in pro wrestling.
Yeah, maybe Seth Rollins. He's a great wrestler. I'm a big fan of him, so yeah, Seth.
If you could come out to anyone's entrance music, past or present, who would it be?
Maybe Triple H, and I will do that water thing he does. I did it a lot as a kid, so yeah.
So, the motor had frozen.
Yeah.
Alright. Finish the sentence. Kayfabe is...
Kayfabe. It has to be like real answer.
Anything?
Okay, I'll go with kayfabe is the first episode of Heels. So, because actually they explained it in that episode, like they explained it in the episode. So yeah, I'd go with that.
That is the best answer I've had to this question so far.
Really? Thank you.
Squash, vegetable or fruit?
Fruit. That's my job, man. It's a fruit.
And you would be correct. It is a fruit.
Yeah, it's my job, so.
How would you feel if a lot of people would say vegetable?
They should dig deeper about it.
New Japan wrestler Taichi, his ring gear gets smaller every year, revealing more of himself to the world. My question, what is the appropriate trunks to butt cheek ratio for ring gear?
I don't know, everyone have his own preferences. So, but maybe it should be for males, it should be covering. No one wants to see that. So actually for me, I would love to go with that full tights, as there's symbols on it I want to show. But everyone, like, with different backgrounds come varieties. So I believe everyone is free to show however. There is no correct answer for this, I think so. Everyone is free to do whatever he wants to show of his body.
Okay. And the last question, the main event, the thing everybody wants to know. Have you ever had a conversation with a stranger in a supermarket about Darby Allin?
Hell no. Did anyone answer yes to that?
Yes. There have been people that have indeed had conversations about Darby Allin in a supermarket. In one instance, Darby was in the supermarket with that individual. So
I don't know, maybe they're like, Darby's a great guy, but maybe they came from the same area he came from or something like this. That's the only, like, reasonable reason to have this conversation in the supermarket.
Well, that is the correct answer, and that
thank you.
That will conclude this interview. Thank you so much for coming on and doing it with me.
Yeah, thank you so much. I enjoyed it a lot. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And once again, can you tell us where we can find you on social media?
Instagram at Ragab, REALARAGAB, B for book. So yeah, that's it.
And do you have merchandise as well?
Not yet, but I'm working on it. Once it's out, it will be like mostly through the WrestleFest guys or through me directly. So hopefully we get that done soon.
Okay. And you don't have to type it into your Google machine. All the links to his social media will be in the description of the video below, but on YouTube and Castbox, simply click the link. A new tab will appear on whatever device you are on. you have no excuse. Give him a damn follow. And when he gets merchandise, buy a damn shirt.
Yeah, for sure. I would love to. I'll give you a free photo for this.
Of
Thank
course.
you so much.
Absolutely. And of course, thank you for listening. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment, put on YouTube and Castbox. This was join us next Tuesday and Wednesday for new incredible interviews, and follow the show at Wrestling with E, both on X, Thread, and Instagram for information on who we're interviewing, when we're interviewing them, links to those interviews, and so much more. Follow me personally at JamesJ993. Okay, when I say wrestling with, you say entertainment, okay?
Okay.
For our very special guest, Ragab, Kaliko Yacht, Scooter Dust, I'm James J, and this has been Wrestling with
Entertainment.
Hey folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show, support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.